And we just talked about experience. If you experience something, feel something, let it go and move into, jump into non-experience, into the great unfeelable, the unknowable, the imperceivable. But peace is a feeling. At least its effect is a feeling. We feel the effects of peace. All the words come forward like relaxation, calmness, falling off of stress, sense that everything's okay. But there's a really beautiful movement, because a lot of the time we are kind of crowded with maybe a sense the energy is not quite right, or we pick up, just on the level of feeling, we pick up maybe that negative vibes or less open vibes. It's not like we're walking around in a state of pure awareness. There's blobs of energy, of reverberations, which are sometimes less pleasant. If you, for example, go just into a local shop, you can pick up the feeling vibes of the person next to you without them even looking at you or doing anything or saying anything. Some people have this expansiveness, or it can even be invisible because they're so free in a way. And others can be so ridden with a kind of agenda or a kind of closure that it's like a walking blockage, and they come past you and it's like it's energetically pushing you off. So get out of my way. And all of this is outside of meditation, but a really, really, really simple technique, which is incredibly helpful, is to breathe in whatever is there energetically, totally breathe it in. From the level of the mind or intention, to breathe it into a place beyond that place, a place beyond experience, to breathe it in completely. To breathe it in as if it's a wounded child, or somebody in pain, or somebody in suffering, to totally allow it in. And then from the level of intention, to breathe out peace, back again. This has a deepening effect. To breathe in whatever is there doesn't even matter, because it's not that relevant whether it's our stuff, our sorrow, or our anger, or our own boredom, or whatever is less free energies, or if it's the energies of the room, or of the city, or of the country, or of the planet. It makes no difference whatsoever. To breathe in whatever is, quite unconditionally, and to breathe out peace. In this movement, what tends to happen is that peace becomes more and more, first of all there's a calming, there's a liberating, but peace itself begins to refine and refine, in the sense that without willing it or intending it, we become more and more peace. We begin to be in peace. The next movement, because it's breathing, when we breathe in, we're breathing oxygen in. Who knows what's carried on the air particles, but one thing that's connecting this all is the air. We're breathing in the air, the oxygen, taking it into our bodies, it's going into our blood, it's going into our cells, it's going into our bones, it's going deeply into our physical. Out of the physical, we're releasing back the intention of peace, so in the next in-breath we're breathing in also much more peace. So in a way, what we're beginning to do is embody peace by this movement, such that we don't even, it becomes a reflex, we don't actually anymore need, except when there's really a crisis of rage or anger, in a normal sense, we don't need to even intend it, because the mind is already reprogramming itself. The mind will reprogram itself because the mind is learning that this is good for the whole. It's good for the body, it's good for the state of being, it's good for the state of mind. So the mind likes what's good. So in the meditation, this time, I think it's really cool to work with the words I am here. Of all things. So we start with the center of the head. We don't take too long on any position, but we come with the eye. Let the eye witness the eye. Just eye. Let the eye look at it. Let the eye. Who is this eye? Just look at it. Not with details. Look at the eye, looking at the eye, looking at the eye. And then, at any stage, even if it's the first stage or the second or the third of witnessing the eye, give it the blessing of peace. Breathe in the eye and breathe out peace towards the eye, towards your eye. And move to the level of the heart. Now we've got the feeling dimension. So something is able to feel, feeling. So we take it back again a few steps. The I am, would be the drop, I am, to the level of being. How does it feel to be me? Feeling myself being here. And again, we breathe in the being, this sense of who we are, this feeling of who we are, and breathe out the blessing of peace with it, a few breaths. And then, the most sacred bit, move to the here. The here, the basis of the body, where the end of the backbone, the coccyx, is touching the chair. The physical cells, the fingers, the weight of the body. And again, feel the here-ness of the here. How it is to be here. And from this position of really kind of allowing totally the physical sensations of the weight of the body, of being in the body, but not of being in the body as an idea, because we have an idea of what it is to be in the body, but really the miracle of being physically present, to again breathe in the body, breathe in an allowance of the whole physical life which you are right now, and to breathe out the blessing of peace into the cells. It really is possible to begin to feel peace incarnating in the body. Through the doorway of physical sensations, through the feeling of your ass on the chair, through the feeling of the weight of the feet on the floor. It's possible to allow peace to impregnate the physical, which is, in a bigger sense, bringing peace to all the physical. It's not disconnected. The particles in the body, the molecules are vibrating just the same as particles in the chair, in the room. So this is quite a serious peace meditation. 3 levels. And we move through it quickly. Like, go with the first sense of who you are. The first I, the first am, the first here, and give it all the space.